How's it going, guys? So I wasn't gonna make this video. It might not even be a video, but just wanted to share with you some of the fun times of owning older cars. You know, I always say it's a better deal, it's a good bang for your buck. They're made better, especially the further back you get. But there's some issues, right? So this is on my 2003 Grand Prix. You guys have seen that car before. Anyway, check this out. It's been raining the last couple days. It's actually about to start raining again, which sucks. I'm out here diagnosing this issue. So I have like a little, I don't know, what would you call that? A little water in the floorboard. So there's a couple issues that I think are leading to this. I could be wrong. So I was talking on the phone, well, I was texting with a good friend of mine who has the same car. And he said under the cowl there is a piece of weather stripping that comes loose, and that weather stripping is designed to channel the water into a drain. And if it doesn't do that, it could go in the heater. So we're gonna figure that out in just a minute. Taking the cowl off under there, but also I did clean this out too, because that looks like a drain. But so I'm under here taking the cowl off, and just show you that. So I live in a pine forest. I've mentioned that before, so that might have something to do with it. I got all these pine leaves here, but water doesn't really stay in here. It's gonna come down here, and it's even gonna probably leak down under here, no problem. I've removed these, and I'm gonna remove that cowl easier than I thought. And so sure enough, what I get in here and I see is this right here. It's just hanging down. So that's what I was told. That's what I was told the issue was. So it looks like I might have you know, found the problem, and we can solve it today. That's good. So yeah, so let's take a look in here and see what might be happening. So this is where this is on. I see there's a drain right there. I see that. Also, it looks like it's like a little bit clogged. Well, not clogged, but there's stuff in there. So I'm gonna do the best I can to clean that out. Probably should be careful sticking my fingers in there. Yeah, and so up here, same thing. A lot of pine straw. Guys, my current residence is located, you know, in a pine forest, and it's hard to get around that. It destroys vehicles, man. But it is what it is. So yeah, so this strip is it looks like it's supposed to, and from what I understand, it has a little gap there, and it seems like if it's up in there properly, you know, that this would keep everything from flowing onto this area. See, that's like my heater box, I think. So I'm gonna clean this out. I'm gonna clean all this out, and I'm gonna take this. I mean, honestly, this is like back up there right now, but I might take a little dab. I might take a little dab of glue, trim glue. I know it's probably not the right thing, but it's what I have on hand. And I'm just gonna clean that area up real good and put it back up there with a little dab of glue in there. Hopefully it'll stay up. I'm gonna go vacuum the car out. It's actually starting to rain now. We'll see if this thing stops the leak. But I'm really thinking that's probably what it is. And short of taking this box out and you know, checking around that leak, because it really isn't wet in that box right now. But if the water flows over here and goes out, or over here and it's, see, when I clean all this stuff up, because it's clogged, so all this garbage in here, there's a lot in there. So when I clean that up, I think it'll flow better and can flow all the way down to that drain there. And then from here can flow down to the drain. See, more pine straw. I got a lot of cleaning to do. And then from here, flow down and drain. So I got it cleaned out. As you can see, I got the surface here pretty clean, and just got a little stuff in the box there. But yeah, you can see this channel is a lot better, and you can see where it runs, and it should run a lot better now. Don't mind this little stuff. I'm also going to clean this out when I'm done, and or before I finish putting everything back together. But yeah, so now I don't think it's going to leak down there, because it has the ability to run down this channel and into that drain. So I have some plastic emblem adhesive That's all I got on hand, so I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna put like a dab here, dab there. This thing should hang on its own, pretty much. I don't really expect it to, you know, to fall off. Tried to clean in here a little bit with like a screwdriver, and but honestly guys, I'm just gonna send it because it's about to start raining again. I just need this thing to be fixed. It's easy to access if I have to access it again. I know it could pull apart with that plastic emblem adhesive. Don't do what I say do. There's other stuff, look it up. There's other stuff that's better for this, but I'm just doing what I gotta do to survive out here, guys. All right, but anyway, so I'm gonna do that real quick because the drops are coming down. I'm gonna put that back in place. That's back on. I think that's what it should look like. You can see clearly, and maybe, yeah, we go right there. As long as it's covering this, the water flowing up here doesn't need to be falling down, and that was what was happening. It's falling down like right over here. Also, it was clogged. Just get up under this box too. There's like a gap inside too where my thumb's going in. You know, clean that out. You live in a pine forest like me, that was probably clogged. So yeah, so now the water should come down here and come down here and then flow down the way it's supposed to. And like I said, we're gonna go find out now. So we're gonna go vacuum the water out. All right guys, so got the vacuuming done, got 99% of that water out of here. And you see, you know, it's still damp. I need to do some, you know, full drying and probably some treatment for mildew or whatever, but I'm not gonna do that until I know this fix is good. So I'll know that the next time I have a good strong rain. I thought it was gonna rain, I really did, and it just isn't. It just isn't. So whatever. But at least it gave me an opportunity to vacuum the carpet out, so that's dry, and the glue can dry on that weather stripping. So what I did was I just took that emblem adhesive. I mean, it's probably not the right stuff. Guys, do your research. It's probably not the right stuff. So what I had, and I just kind of put like a bead of it, and then I just stuck the weather stripping back up because I don't plan on removing that. It needs to stay there, right? So if it stayed there as long as it did originally stay there, it should stay there long enough now, right? And if I had a hypothesis, I would say this is probably going to work. You know, it's probably going to work because because the weather stripping was gone, or it was down, not where it was supposed to be, and because of all the clogs and you know, all the debris and stuff in there that I removed. It was in the way of the flow of the water, right? So once you remove those things, the water should flow out. It won't be sitting in there for a long period of time, building up as the rain just keeps coming in. So really hoping this works, but of course I'll have to update you on another day. So it's been a couple days. Car's been through a couple little rain showers. For good measure, I took the water hose and I soaked the car from top to bottom, all around the cowl, all around the doors, everywhere that it could have leaked in, and I did that for several minutes. So the carpet is still dry. The rain showers that it endured should have been enough to soak the carpet. The way it was leaking, it wasn't taking long, and it was just going all straight into the car. So yeah, I think this is a fix. Guys, I think we fixed it. Hopefully this helps some of you if you have the same problem. You know, it never hurts to just take the cowl off, just look up underneath it, see if you see what I saw, and you know, if you do, then maybe that's your issue. Now, additional thoughts. When I was under there, I kind of had I had it in my mind. I was like, why wouldn't they just cover this area and then have that drip down into the drain, right? Well, apparently GM had that same thought, and some cars, and I don't know exactly which ones they are, you have to do your research, but they did come equipped with that, with the little tray. Instead of where the weather stripping is, that whole section, there's a tray, and it clips on, and the water would just drop down onto that tray and then be directed to the drain. Now, I think that's a better design right off the bat, but hey, this is the way they come from the factory. And I basically just restored it to the factory settings. Just years of sitting under the trees and all that is why this is the way it was. So, but I'm going to be looking at the junkyard to see if I can find one of those trays, because it'd be really cool to have. And if I have any issues with this again, I'll probably just try to go that route. I think that's the ultimate fix. But this fixed the problem, guys. So hopefully it helped you. If you got anything out of the video, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, consider subscribing, do all kinds of stuff having to do with cars and more. You know, I used to do a lot more of exploring and stuff like that. I kind of want to get back into that. I like old towns and I like old buildings and stuff like that, and checking them out. I do kind of want to do a little bit more of that, but you know, everything's car infused. The cars take me everywhere. These cars, these old cars, the reason I do videos like this is because this is part of having, you know, old $800 cars. When you buy them, they're cheap and all this. You know, you have issues, and you gotta work through the issues, and things happen over time. Stuff is in the process of breaking. But the thing about cars is, once they roll off the lot, they're in the process of breaking, kind of. You know, now good maintenance can help prolong the life of the vehicle and things like that. But especially more and more nowadays, they're built with planned obsolescence in mind, and that's, you know, I don't think that's just my opinion. I think it's pretty well understood. I'm going to get into it in a video that I'm going to do about cars and fuel mileage and economy and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you about a car that was built in 1992 that got 55 miles to the gallon right off the bat. And this is a production car. They could easily build that car today, but they don't. So all right, I'm going to leave you with that. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Till next time, I'm out.